Shut the f*** up, you little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
Was Anthony Joshua destroyed this past Saturday? Yes. Is Daniel Dubois a dirty fighter? Yes. Is Daniel Dubois a dirty fighter? Yes. 3 things could be true at once. Before I continue, hit the like button, subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop new content. Now, I just finished watching the fight again. I've seen it like 6 or 7 times already. I usually do this to analyze and see what the fighters did right and what they did wrong. Did Daniel Dubois deserve to win? Yeah, of course. You know, if you let the other guy do things he's not supposed to do, you just got to bear the consequences. On the other hand, did Daniel Dubois do things that were unsportsmanly and against the rules of boxing? Yes, severally. And I think this calls into question the experience of Ben Davison in noticing things on the fly and being able to adjust accordingly. Now, you could tell at the beginning of the fight that they had informed, this is Team Joshua, had informed the officials of the proclivity of Daniel Dubois to use his head as a defense mechanism. You could tell that they had informed the officials to be on the lookout. They had to, it's obvious, you know, that they had already warned Daniel Dubois re-entering the ring of using his head against his opponent, which was Anthony Joshua. Regardless, Daniel Dubois still used his head. I don't know if he was just hyped up or because, you know, sometimes he just acts like he's not all there. Sometimes, or maybe he was just apprehensive. Regardless, in the first round, he was cautioned by the referee at least twice against using his head against Anthony Joshua. Now, when that didn't work and he knew that the referee was on the lookout, he switched to his forearm. Always had it against Anthony Joshua's throat. Now, this was where Ben Davison, if he was a more experienced coach, a seasoned vet, he would call the attention of the referee to it in between rounds. He would say, listen, look at what he's doing to my fighter. He kept using his elbows, and the referee was trying his best to make everything seem clean or to clean up the fight a little bit, but Daniel Dubois was not letting up. Yes, he was fighting like a man possessed. Yes, he was fighting like a man with a mission, but also he was fighting like a man that he rightly said, he said he was going to do anything to win. You know, each time during the press conferences, he would always say, by any means possible. Fair enough, cool. But then Joshua's team should have taken notice and called attention to it. He's using his forearms, he's throwing low blows, he's using his elbow, he's using his head. And Anthony Joshua did something that was so amateur. I guess because he's such a clean fighter. When Daniel Dubois hit him low, take your 5 minutes break. Spin on the floor like a break dancer, like Usyk. Usyk, you cannot even hit him below the navel. He's all over the floor. So when you get hit with a blatant low blow, like Daniel Dubois is always doing, like, you just take your 5 minutes and let them deduct the point. But if you keep thinking you're Superman, I don't know. I think it was all adrenaline too at the same time. You know, you want to get the fight on. You probably think the fight is swinging in your favor, you know, the momentum, you got your momentum going. So I don't know, but if it was me, I would have just told my fighter, take your 5 minutes. You know, if I was the one in the ring, I'm taking that 5 minutes. And something else Daniel Dubois did that shocked me, and I do not know how the referee did not deduct a point for that. In the third round, Anthony Joshua's gloves touched the canvas. That is a knockdown. The countdown had already started. Daniel Dubois kept punching Anthony Joshua for almost 20 seconds after that. Kept punching him in the head, and that was the point I think Anthony Joshua got damaged in that fight. Before I continue, again, hit the like button, subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop new content. Daniel Dubois, without a doubt, is one of the dirtiest fighters I have ever witnessed. Definitely top 5, one of the dirtiest heavyweights I've ever witnessed. Dirtier than Holyfield, even at this young stage of his career. I would say he's just about as dirty as Golota. Andrew Golota was another dirty fighter. Now, if we're going out of the heavyweights, we could look at Maidana. Maidana was pretty dirty. Bernard Hopkins, same thing. Very dirty fighters. Evander Holyfield and Harry Gebb. And I think moving forward with his career and as time goes on, history is going to prove me right that Daniel Dubois is a very, very dirty fighter. And I think it gets worse. You know, at this stage of his career, if he's already blatantly using headbutts and forearm chokes and low blows and every other dirty trick in the book just to capitalize and overwhelm his opponent, you think it's going to go away? No, it's not. The better his skill gets, the worse his tricks get. Someone like Bernard Hopkins, they will straddle the line of illegality and use it against their opponent. So I think the better he gets skill-wise, the more crafty he will be. You see Evander Holyfield, go look at his old fights. The same way he was. He wasn't as bad as a person that would blatantly and openly punch you and foul you and violate you like Andrew Golota. No, but he would use his tricks when the referee is not watching, use his head when the referee is not watching, low blows when the referee is not watching, headbutts. And this was, if you remember, Mike Tyson versus Holyfield. This is why Mike Tyson was frustrated and decided to infamously bite Evander Holyfield. Now, as a boxer, I would say you always got to be on top of that. Your team always has to call it out. You know, they have to let the judges see. They have to let the referee see. They have to let the crowd see. You got to call attention to it when your fighter is getting fouled. And you, as a fighter, sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. You got to risk the penalties, but you can't not let your opponent. It's a form of bullying. You can't let your opponent keep getting away with it. It gives them a psychological edge. You know, so this is why I like a fighter like Mayweather. Mayweather is not going to let you get away with it. Riddick Bowe would not let Holyfield get away with it. He'll hit you right back. So I'll tell everybody, go watch that fight again. And I think the damage to Anthony Joshua came in that third round when he touched the canvas, but the barrage of punches, Daniel Dubois did not let up on him. Hit him so much in the head and the face, and he was all over the place, stumbling, and I don't think he ever recovered from that. It wasn't the knockdown in the first round, I don't think. I think it was the third round, what I will basically term an assault. And this is why I think implementing what he needs to take care of, hands high, not to his chest, left hand up, right hand up, tuck his chin in, you know, not leaving his left hand down and his right hand to his chest level, or both hands to his chest level when he was moving forward, not moving back in a straight line, moving his feet, head movement. I do not think it is out of the realm of possibilities that he could definitely defeat Daniel Dubois in a rematch. I really believe and sincerely believe this could be one of those redemption fights. Yes, Daniel Dubois is going to be going in a rematch. If it is an immediate rematch with a psychological edge, more confidence, at least a higher confidence than he went in the first time when the whole world called the fight against him. Even me, I myself thought Joshua was going to knock him out eventually. I thought I was thinking maybe by the 7th round, which I actually do believe that if Joshua had weathered the storm of that 5th round, he would have knocked Daniel Dubois out. Because Daniel Dubois was already, you could see he was already blowing out of his ass. He was already getting tired. And Joshua was starting to get his second wind if he did not get in a firefight. In any event, hit the like button, subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop new content. Peace. Take care of yourselves.